First into the tank is a product born from a personal need.
Hi Sharks, my name is Tania Speaks. I'm 19 years old from Baltimore, Maryland, and I'm here seeking $400,000 for 10% equity in my company.
Go.
In elementary school, everyone looks forward to playing outside during recess. Me too. Until on the playground, I was bullied for something I couldn't control and hated: my bushy, thick, unruly eyebrows. The torture of my peers was exhausting until I finally decided to make my haters my motivators and embrace my beautiful brows. I searched for brow products, but nothing worked for me. So what did I do? Decided to make my own. Introducing Tania Speaks Organic Skincare, a powerful plant-based brow gel that tames thick brows and grows thin brows. It's organic, lightweight, contains no harsh chemicals, and actually works for brow growth and styling. What we have is the sap from the aloe vera plant and vitamin E. The aloe vera plant is normally used for cuts, burns. So when I was making my formula, I thought maybe it could heal my eyebrows because I cut my brows. I could not take it anymore. I cried to my mom every day, can I please get my brows serviced? I wanted these bushy caterpillars off of my face, and she would not allow me. She said, you're too young to get your brows done. So I decided to cut them myself with a sharp razor. I had to go to the hospital. I had to get stitches. It was a traumatic experience.
Wow.
I went to the stores, tried to find something to grow them back, and nothing worked. And so I just started researching natural ingredients, like what works to grow hair, what works, and it was just very random. And I would ask her to just bring stuff home, any type of ingredient, and I would just mix it together. And that formula started to work for me. Just the aloe vera plant that was in my house, vitamin E that was in my house.
So you're
didn't
like
need to
your
do
own
much.
clinical study.
Basically, I like to think of myself as a little chemist.
Tanya, with all this work and all this effort, how are sales going?
Sales are amazing. Okay, so last year I did $1 million in sales.
Wait.
$1 million.
19.
Let me borrow something.
$1 million in sales last year, and this year we have done $1.4 million.
How are you doing that? How are you doing that?
All of our sales are fully online. How I started was sharing my story. I went to vending events, I went to trade shows, I even sold in my high school.
Wow. Okay. Right on.
Do you apply your gel in the morning and at night?
Well, I probably should because I got some thick eyebrows, man.
Well, you have been for 39 years.
Yeah, no, it's just
Gelling.
I didn't know what eyebrow gel was. I didn't know that was the thing, but sure enough, it's on the USPTO eyebrow gel.
Eyebrow gel. So right away I was thinking, okay, Tania, I think it is, Speaks. So names in trademarks. I want to make sure we hit that first.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And I do want to, go ahead and speak to that.
Yeah, so Tania Speaks is a registered trademark. So she's got a word mark, standard character mark for Tania Speaks.
Cool.
For several different things. She's got the beauty category kind of on lockdown, and then she's got these educational entertainment services. So she does like some motivational speaking in the field of entrepreneurship and mental health and wellness. Cool. Yep. Probably missing the online retail store category at the USPTO, which would be a nice addition to her current trademark registration. But yeah, you're right. So whenever you submit a trademark, you can in fact protect your own name as a registered trademark with the USPTO. But in order to do so, you have to sign an affidavit basically that says you are who you say you are, and that you give permission to who's ever applying for the trademark. In this case, it's Tania, to register the trademark. So there's a little bit more rigmarole that goes into those kinds of trademark applications, but ultimately, she was able to register it.
Love it. Yeah, I was listening really close, as I normally do, for patentable subject matter and her formulation, right? Which one of the sharks picked up on, Lori. It's basic. It's aloe vera and it's vitamin E, aloe vera sap, and those are common elements. Not something that jumps out to me as something that's patentable.
Sure.
Put those together. However, I bet there's some trade secret processes in terms of how you combine that with a gel, maybe the proportions. And that's sort of something that you can protect as a trade secret. And that likely is the way that she's moving forward with this current production. She went ahead and mentioned she's making significant margins. I was blown away. I mean, for $1 million revenue, 700,000 in net profit.
Yeah, that's really, really exceptional. One, I mean, to have a business, direct to consumer business like this that produces $1 million,
Oh, it's crazy.
in the first years.
Sharks were blown away. Mr. Wonderful said he was humbled, and it was so good. In fact, all the sharks passed up on investing. They're like, we can't help you. We don't know what else to do.
Right.
And then Mark Cuban came back around. I do want to share this. I thought this was pretty touching. I'll share Lori's opinion first.
That you knew that this works, that you had trials, that we knew the efficacy, I would have given you an offer, but you don't have that proof yet. So it's early for me. I'll be watching and I will be a customer, but at this moment, I'm out.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Find a lab and do that testing.
Thank you,
Thank
Tania,
you.
but we're all out.
Okay, but I still
Wait,
thank
Tania,
you for
wait.
your advice.
Oh. Honestly, I thought somebody was going to make you an offer. You know, when I said, okay, this isn't my wheelhouse and everything, but my wheelhouse is helping guide amazing entrepreneurs like yourself and helping them deal with the legal landmines that come along. Maybe I can't help with eyebrow cream and some of the other stuff, but I can give you guidance that can help you avoid a lot of the pitfalls. So I'm going to make you an offer, all right? I'm going to offer you the $400,000. I want 20%, but there's also 2 other contingencies. I have a daughter who's 14, and I have a daughter who's 17, Alyssa and Alexis. And I want them to meet you, and I want them to learn from you, and maybe you'll even learn some from them. So those are my 2 contingencies, and that's my offer.
Thank you. I'm honored to meet your daughters. I really would love that. My counter is $400,000 for 15%.
Oh, Mark, you've met your match.
All right, I'm a sucker.
Good for her, man. Sticking to her guns.
Totally. But you can
You know,
see
I
Mark,
think when she saw the tears in his eyes, she knew he was hooked. He was on the line.
2 daughters, right? But she did impress the heck out of that panel. Yeah, and obviously Mark wants his daughters to be inspired. So super cool. We didn't get to see the whole thing, but she'd been building this business since high school, right? You know, selling products in the bathroom. Anyways,
Yep.
Amazing stuff.
Super
That is what it
cool,
takes.
man.
That's what it takes a lot of times.
Yeah, I just can't believe that, the profitability, right? And then also, I mean, that's for those out there at home, I mean, if you're making 10 to 20% on a product in terms of margin, you're killing it, right?
Oh, yeah. Totally.
But I mean, if you're doing 70% margin, that's basically unheard of. So I don't know how she's doing her marketing, but
Well, she's doing fantastic. And what Lori's biggest point, I think what Mark was alluding to with legal challenges, when you make a claim, right? Hey, this can grow. And so I think it's just making moves toward that. I don't think she's done any clinical trials like Lori had suggested, but on her website, they've got, kind of this more sophisticated lab stuff that dermatologists tested, right? Third-party results. That may be all people need, right? Organic. Dermatologist said thumbs up. I'll pay $50. And she told everybody, told the world that it cost her $1.50 to make that. Just giant margin. So pretty cool story for a product in a really unique market. Not a unique market, a unique way of going to market. Probably a million different products in cosmetics, but she found a way.
Yeah. It also doesn't hurt that she's really young and ambitious and, go get her. I do see a lot of clients who are, kind of in that age group, right? Coming out of college, coming out of high school, right? They got an idea and it's a really good opportunity for them because people want to help when you're that age.
Absolutely.